Okay, so I'm going to begin the event today by giving a 10-minute introduction, including a video from one of our employment mentors, John. This will be followed by each employer giving a 10-minute overview of their company and the opportunities that they may have for you. Once each speaker has finished, they will give you an opportunity to ask some questions. You can ask questions either by clicking on the raise hand option, which will show the employer you wish to ask a question, and then by unmuting yourself to speak, or you can ask questions via the chat option. My name is Holly. I'm an engagement officer for the project, and as I said, I'm going to begin by giving you a brief summary of the Communities Work Plus project and the support that we and others within Neath Talbot Employability Network can offer. So, who are we? The Communities for Work Plus project is a local authority employability programme funded by the Welsh Government that acts as a wraparound support for the Communities for Work project. We work alongside other local authority employability projects such as Workplace Plus, PACE and Camnessa, which you may have already heard of. We all come under the umbrella of NPT employability, working together ultimately with the aim of helping you to find suitable and sustainable employment. So, how have we helped get people into the care sector? From the time the Communities for Work Plus project has been running for 2 years, we have engaged with 1,073 people and have put 401 people into employment. But how have we helped people specifically in the care sector? In the contract year 2019 to 2020, our mentors have supported 121 people into care-related jobs and have also helped 265 individuals complete care-related training. Some examples of the training include manual handling, childcare learning and development, dementia awareness, emergency paediatric and mental health first aid. Who can we help? We can help you if you are aged 16 and living in Neath Port Talbot. 16 and over living in Neath Talbot. Are either unemployed and looking for work, or working part-time and looking to secure more hours or change career, or even on a 0-hour contract. What can we help you with? We can help you with things such as confidence building, funded training opportunities, mock interviews, work experience and employment opportunities, and we try to help break down any barriers you may be facing, preventing you from accessing work. So what's the process and how do you sign up? You can contact us easily via WhatsApp, text, or by calling or emailing us. We also have an online inquiry form you can complete on our webpage, www.npt.gov.uk/CFW, which I believe my colleague Leighton has popped into the chat box. Or you can go directly to www.npt.gov.uk/contact-NPT employability, as you can see on the screen now. So what is the process? As soon as you've contacted us. So once you've been referred to the project, you'll be assigned an employment mentor who will work with you on a one-to-one basis, meeting with you regularly in local community buildings to help you achieve your employment goals. In this current situation, our mentors are working from home, but are still available to help you via telephone, email and video calls. So if this is something you're interested in, please remember to jot down our contact details today and get in touch. I will now play you one of our success story videos from one of our Communities for Work Plus employment mentors, John. Can you see the video now?
Communities for Work Plus programmes offer employability support to people who are looking to get into work or back into the world of work. We can support people over the age of 16 years. Our teams can provide one-to-one mentoring which is tailored to suit individual needs and provide support, guidance and training to help people build confidence, gain valuable skills and help them move forward and empower them to find the work. Communities for Work Plus also supports individuals who are working low-hour or 0-hour contracts to help them secure additional hours. This is done through gaining new skills and qualifications. The mentors provide guidance and support throughout your journey to employment and will help you identify areas for development and provide access to training. They will help with CV writing, job searches, interview techniques and explore all avenues to overcome barriers that the clients may have. The mentors offer a personal and tailored service different for each individual's needs. This is Jack and Glenn's journey.
So my name's Jack. I just finished college doing a 2-year apprenticeship in retail. I decided to look for a different approach in trying to get a long-term into work.
So I had a referral. Jack's name was on the referral, and I sent Jack a letter just asking if, telling him that I was in town and looking to meet up and have a chat and find out more about what he wants to do with his future. Myself and Jack met in Chryseru in a cafe, and we sat down and we just had a casual chat. But during that chat, it was clear to me that Jack he's a bright lad. He's got a lot of opportunities, and he's got an inner confidence, but he just wasn't sure where to direct that confidence.
So as we met up then, obviously I showed him my CV and how that was looking, and obviously he supported me by doing different layouts on the CV to make it look much better than what it plain was. Specifically with Jack, one of the things was we were having a jobs fair. I invited all of my clients to the jobs fair, and I said, dress to impress. You know, we did all of the CVs. Jack turned up on time, smart as a button. He had all of his CVs in hand, and he spoke to every employer there. So you're interviewing Friday, right? Oh, we've gone through this. You know you've got the confidence. Just make sure, just pressed suit, looking slick, hair done nice, confidence. But those things are important. That first impression and the handshake is important. Tighter. There's one. I'm with LCH Holdings. It's in Cardiff and it's a call centre. And what we do is we have like a category of people to ring. And then when we ring them, we're going to tell them about a new promotion and stuff like that. To see Jack grow in himself, to see Jack grow in his confidence along with some of my other clients, and to see him move forward positively, happy, more confident, more able, with a better understanding of who they are right now and less pressure of who they should or think they should be. It makes me incredibly proud of them, because it takes real bravery to move out into the world after you've been kind of protected in college and protected in school, and you're in these smaller communities, and then you come out and you think this is it. So Jack's taken massive leaps and strides. Like I said, I don't think I would have got a job if it weren't for community work, and especially the support I had from my mentor, and it was brilliant.
The Communities for Work and Communities.
Okay, thank you all for watching. I'm now going to hand you over to our first speaker of the day, Lindsay Smith, Recruitment and Staff Compliance Officer from Deluxe Home Care. Thank you.
Morning, thank you, Holly. Sorry guys, I haven't got some fancy presentation for you today, but I'm a bit IT incompetent. And the girl that was supposed to help me, unfortunately, has had to go out to work. But that's a good example of the realities of domiciliary care. We provide domiciliary care throughout Neath, Port Talbot and Swansea, and have done for just over 6 years now. Domiciliary, what does that mean? That means going out into service users' homes. Our carers provide care for service users in their own environment. So what we do is we offer care for whatever the service user needs. It's person-centered care. So it can be as little as going in to make somebody a cup of tea and prompting them to take medication. On the opposite side of the scale, we do full night stays where people need specific training to be able to use certain equipment. So it is very varied indeed. We do personal care. So if it's something that you feel you can do, fantastic, but if you can, it is integral to the role. What we do is we focus not only on service users' physical needs, but their emotional needs too. We do domestic calls, we do shopping calls, we have service users that are quite independent, that can help themselves quite a lot, so they just need some prompting. And then we have service users are fully dependent and may require hoisting, they may need help getting showered, dressed, feeding, etc. Now, we do go from home to home, which means we predominantly need drivers. There are occasions where we have specific sits and things where we can take on non-drivers, so don't let that put you off. It's always worth contacting us to find out what we've got available at that time. And we can always put you on a waiting list to see if something comes up with that. We do pay travel time and mileage, so you're not out of pocket in any way with that. Now, our service users' needs are met by all different forms of care, like I said. So what kind of carers are we looking for? Well, we're looking for carers that share our organisation's key ethos, and what that is it's about treating service users with the respect, dignity and quality of care that you would expect to receive for yourself or your family members. It's not a job. There are much easier ways to make money. It is challenging. So as a carer, you've got to be able to think on your feet. You've got to be able to respond to problems calmly. When we look at recruiting carers and what we're looking for, experience isn't necessary. Don't get me wrong, it's great if you've got it, but it's not necessary. It's your attitude that is far more important to us. I mean, I've had experienced carers come for jobs before. I do the recruitment here in the Port Talbot branch. My colleague does it for Swansea. I've had experienced carers come for a job before and I've not taken them on because they've forgotten that actually integral to the role is the person, and it's become a job. And it can't ever become that. It's always got to be a vocation. It's got to be something that you want to do, because it's not for the faint-hearted. It can be extremely hard work. As I've said, it can be challenging and it's diverse. You're not ever going to get two service users the same. So you're never going to get 2 days the same. So if you're not very good at coping, if things don't go your way, again, it's something that you would need to seriously consider, because you do have to be able to adapt to certain situations. Now, we say experience isn't necessary because we provide a full comprehensive induction training programme. We also provide that for free. Our training is classroom based because we feel it gives you a more interactive learning opportunity. We find that people ask more questions when they're face to face. We can currently do that safely in line with government guidelines for social distancing. So again, that's not a problem. The training that we provide cover all aspects of care that you're going to need to know before you go out to deliver it. So we have a full manual handling course that teaches you how to use the equipment, how to move somebody so that not only they're safe, but you're safe. We do safeguarding training, infection control, food hygiene. We've got 5 days of training in total. And as I said, we provide that completely free and it is accredited. We always encourage our carers to continue with additional training and expanding the skill sets and knowledge. We also offer values and principles workshops. Sorry, principles and values. I always get that the wrong way around. The care industry, as we've seen of recent times, is absolutely essential. And the key workers that have worked all the way through, I mean, they've just done a fantastic job and we're so proud of our girls. We're so proud of everybody that's out there working, to be fair, whether they're ours or not. But part of that in terms of Social Care Wales registration, which all carers have now got to do, is about making it more of a career, recognising that essential work that carers do, and just making it across the industry so it is recognised as a career, and as a very essential one at that. As I said, throughout this pandemic, it's been the key workers that have been out there, and because of that, we're hoping that it just continues to progress and be more supported to give carers the recognition that they fully deserve. Now, the registration process we can fully help you with, so that's not a problem if you're not already registered either. In order to register, you have to be undertaking or have completed relevant qualifications. And that's a good thing because, again, as I said, it's increasing the knowledge and the skill sets of carers that are already out there, making sure that everybody's working to the same high standards, which it should be done. So we can support you fully with gaining your Principles and Values work certificate. Again, we hold workshops to support you through that so that you are able to register in care and then go on to do your QCF. We encourage all our carers to complete not only the minimum required standards of QCF, but then to go on to progress, because we believe that by expanding the skill sets and knowledge, it absolutely improves the quality of care that we provide. As I said, we can provide that. Again, we're in touch with local providers who provide that for you for free. If you've not done training or qualifications for a long time, don't panic. It's something that we will fully support you with. We've got teams in place. We've got a fantastic trainer. I know I'm a bit biased when I say that, but he's fantastic. But we also have mentors, and our care quality supervisors also offer support to anybody that needs additional support with their learning experiences. Once you've completed your training and you're ready to go out to work, again, we fully support you. What we don't want to do is train you, throw you out there and say, crack on, lovely, get on with it. That's not what we're about. We're about supporting you to make sure that you're happy and you feel comfortable, because it's a reflection on our service users. And as I said, our ethos is about delivering the best quality care that we can. If you feel supported, you're going to deliver better care. We have a shadowing scheme in place whereby you go out with other carers, meet the service users that you're going to be working with, and obviously put into place what you've learned in the classroom. Again, that's not set in stone. It can be extended to any amount of shadowing sessions that you need until you feel comfortable and ready to go out to get that work done. So current vacancies at the moment, we're recruiting throughout Swansea and Neath Port Talbot. We have full-time. We also have part-time. We can do just evening work and we can do just weekend work if that's what you're looking for. The application process can be quite lengthy, only because you aren't allowed to go out and work until you've undertaken a full enhanced criminal records check, that you've provided references that are appropriate, and you've completed your training. Now, how do you apply? Well, there's various ways that you can do it. You can contact myself or my counterpart if you just want an informal chat. You can email us copies of your CVs, and we can get you in, have a chat with you, get you to fill out an application form. What we need to do is try and make sure that anybody that's interested in care has got that opportunity to really ask those questions that they may not feel comfortable asking a potential employer. I'm all about openness and honesty. and managing people's expectations. So please don't think, oh, I don't know whether I should ask that. It might not make me look good. If you think it, then ask it. And as I said, I'm very open and honest at answering any questions. So why do carers choose care work? We have carers that have been with us right from the beginning, and it is difficult and it can be challenging. And honestly, they are worth their weight in gold. And when I ask them, you know, why care? Why not something that it is much easier, to be fair, and they all come back to the same thing. It's the reward that they feel when they're going out and they're helping the service users, and they know that what they're doing is making such a significant difference to somebody's life. It's the fulfillment they get from that. It's what gets them out of bed on the freezing cold winter mornings, in the pitch black, to go out and start the breakfast calls. And it's what keeps them out there in the evenings, when everybody else is couched up at home, having a lovely time, enjoying the TV. Their pure dedication to delivering care to their service users is what it's all about. It's the fulfillment that they feel. And as challenging as it is, it's rewarding. It's as rewarding as it is challenging. So I'm sorry it's not quite a 10-minute presentation, but I'm happy to answer any questions that anybody may have.
Thank you very much, Lindsay. That was great. Lots of information there, and you didn't really need a presentation. It was fab. So well done. I'm just looking at the chat box now. We don't have any questions as of yet, but I've popped in your contact information. So if anybody does have any questions later on, they can get in touch with you then. So there we go. No questions. There we go. Okay, well, thank you very much, Lindsay.
Oh, thank you, Holly. I'm sorry it's a little bit short.
It's perfect timing, actually. Perfect. So
Lovely.
There we are. Thank you again.
Oh, thank you very much for the invite. Hopefully I'll see you all in person soon. I so prefer face to face. Thank you very much.
Our second event, so I'm giving it a go, even though you're not too sure on the technology side of things. So
I'm rubbish. I'm a face-to-face person. I'm a people person, Holly. Put me in front of a computer. I can do what I need to do for work, but that's about it. I really need to learn, though. I need to drag myself kicking and screaming into the IT technology age. So, yeah.
There you go. Okay, well, thank you for listening, everybody. Next up, we have 3 members of staff joining us from NHS Wales. We have Natea Davis, Apprentice Academy Administrator, Abby Finch, Apprentice and Staff Development Coordinator, and Ruth Gates, Learning and Development Project Manager. Are you all with us and ready to join?
Hi guys, how are we doing?
Thank you for joining us. I'll hand it over to you.
No problem. Can you all see our screen okay?
Yeah, we can.
Brilliant, okay.
So before we start, I'm just going to introduce ourselves. So I'm Natea Davis, so I work for the Apprentice Academy in Swansea Bay. I'm an apprentice myself and we're based in Boston Hospital.
I'm Abby and I'm the Apprentice and Staff Development Coordinator here at the Education Centre, and I think Ruth's hopping on shortly, but you've got us for now.
So we prepared a little presentation for you, just to talk about apprenticeships that we offer and jobs available in Swansea Bay. Obviously, if you have any questions, we've got a little space at the end for you to ask any questions you may have. Swansea Bay Health Board. So in Swansea Bay, this covers many hospitals, which include Morriston Hospital, Singleton Hospital, Gorseinon Hospital, Neath Port Talbot Hospital, and Kevin Coyd Hospital. So a little bit about us. So we started our Apprentice Academy for Swansea Bay Health Board in 2016. We have been successful enough to have recruited over 200 apprentices into the Health Board. Over half of these apprentices have progressed to a higher level or have gained employment in the Health Board. In 2019, last year as well, we also won the Macro Employer of the Year award for Swansea Bay Health Board.
So we've got a range of schemes on offer, and we'll take you through a couple of them now so you can have a look. So we've got business administration, IT, healthcare support, pathology, accountancy, customer service, engineering, and digital marketing. So this isn't an exhaustive list, it's just a snapshot of some of the things we have on offer. But as you can see, there's a range of things that we do offer. Why have an apprenticeship in Swansea Bay? So there's also a range of benefits that doing an apprenticeship can present that you may not have considered. So first of all, you've got the qualifications. It's not just work experience, but at the end of it, you've got the qualification to show for it. So it's definitely something that's worth doing. You've also got the aspect of the financial aspect. You earn whilst you learn. There's also career progression. So once you're in the NHS, it's a fantastic place to be because there's so many development opportunities once you've got your foot in the door. So an apprenticeship is a brilliant way to get that. It's also the transferable skills aspect. So there's so many different skills that you'll learn that will be beneficial not only in your career but also in day-to-day life. Paid holidays, it's just always a bonus. And SBU Apprentice Academy support. So we've got a great team here that really want to look after you and make sure that we can help support you best we can, and we really genuinely want you to succeed.
So next, we have got a little video that we're just going to play for you. It's just a video that we made last year to advertise our apprenticeships, just so that you've got a bit more insight. We have trial run this, so we really hope that you can hear the video. But if not, we do have subtitles as well.
I went onto the NHS website because I was looking for a job within the NHS and came across the position for an apprenticeship because there wasn't much sort of admin roles available, permanent positions. So I thought, well, I may as well try an apprenticeship because you're getting a qualification out of it as well as having a job and being in employment.
My mother's always worked in the NHS, so she kept her eye out because I used to work in retail. And it wasn't making me happy, so I wanted to move on to an admin job. So I saw The Apprentice come out. I thought I'd just go for it, really.
Well, I never liked school. I never liked studying. That was never for me. And I did like working. So it was kind of like the perfect sort of avenue for me, really. I get to do a bit of both, and it was a lot less intense and I could handle it.
And at the time I didn't have a lot of admin experience, so I just thought that by doing an apprenticeship it's sort of a way into the NHS.
Yeah, it's a nice balance. They allow you to do your college work whilst you're working too, so it's relatively easy actually.
The department give you time to do your studies while working, which is really helpful, so it's not too much pressure.
I've completed level 3 in business administration and I'm currently doing a level 3 in leadership and management.
Yeah, I think the minimum age is 16 and there's no age limit up there.
One of my colleagues is currently doing an apprenticeship. She's 36, so I don't think there's an age limit.
With the NHS, when you start, even at a lower level, there's always good opportunity to progress because there's loads of internal jobs going all the time. So I think with the NHS, once you're in, it sort of broadens doors to you, so there's loads more opportunities going.
Because there's an internal job website you can go on and see what's available, what's popping up. So yeah, it's relatively easy once you're inside, as long as you put the hours in and try hard to go up a band.
Once I've completed my qualification, I'd like to do my nurse training and qualify as a nurse in the future. I think that's university, but you can do your nursing while working. One of my colleagues is doing that at the moment, so.
I think that's just what I'm aiming for, is to work my way up sort of the management ladder, hopefully.
Achos yn anhygoel. Because it's amazing.
So thank you all for watching that. I hope you could all hear and see it okay. So that was just a little bit about our apprenticeship side of things. So if you would like more information on apprenticeships in the health board, we do have an email address that you can contact, which is sbu.apprenticeships@wales.nhs.uk. Please feel free to take a note of that if you would like to, and one of our team will get back to you straight away. So we're now going to talk about other opportunities in the health board. So obviously we don't just offer apprenticeships, there are loads of jobs on offer too if you were interested in permanent employment.
We'll take you through some of these on the next slide, but a lot of the benefits of this overlap with the apprentice schemes as well. So again, you've got paid holidays. The NHS is a fantastic pension scheme which you may have heard about. Again, there's hundreds of different job opportunities. So often once you're in, you could find yourself going in a different direction. But the beauty of it is that it's a very flexible organisation that wants you to excel and go in the best direction for you. So once you're in, there's a good opportunity to do that. And again, courses and qualifications available for all staff. So if you're looking to upscale and you want to develop yourself, it's probably the best place for you to be because the organisation really helps you to do that. So if you want to grow, it's a fantastic place to be.
So now we're just going to list some of the jobs that are available. A lot of people just assume that hospitals are just doctors and nurses, but there are so many different job opportunities available, which we're just going to talk through now. So obviously you've got clinical staff, which do include doctors, nurses and dentistry. We've got administrative staff, so obviously a lot of office work is included in the hospital too. We've got catering, portering, estates and facilities such as carpentry, security, electricians. We've got IT services. We've got biomedical sciences, which is more working in a lab. So for example, pathology or forensics. And we have warehousing too. So how to apply? So I've just listed the website. This is the external Swansea Bay University Health Board website. So again, please feel free to take a note of this if you want to. So if you were interested in applying for either an apprenticeship or a job going in the NHS in Swansea, if you just click on this link or go to this website, we do have a tab then on the website that says jobs and volunteering. If you click onto that tab, all the vacancies are then listed in the hospital, including apprenticeships or other jobs available, and this also gets updated regularly. So we just like to say thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed, and please let us know if you've got any questions.
Thank you both for your presentation. It was fab. Really liked the video. I can't see any questions at the moment, but again, I've popped your details in the chat section. So if anybody does have any, they can contact you. Is Ruth joining us for the next part? Or?
I'm not sure if she's joining us today. She's working from home. Yeah, I think she was meant to be joining for our slide, but if not, then it's just us two.
There we are. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, so thank you very much for joining us again, and hopefully you can join us again in the future. So
thanks, Holly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we are actually ahead of schedule for once. Next up, we have Polly Jones, Recruitment and Retention Manager from Serin Support Services. I'm not sure if Polly's with us yet. Polly, are you with us yet? No, we've got some time to spare. So I'll just show you our webpage, Facebook page, and maybe a video if we have some time, whilst Polly is logging in. Okay. So this is our new NPT webpage. So you can find out more about our project here and how we can help you. You can also find our Facebook pages here for each area. And if you are wondering about whether we can help you find employment or training opportunities, then all you need to do is get in touch. You can click on Make a Referral or contact the Communities for Work teams, where you'll find our contact information. You can either email us here, send us a call, text or WhatsApp, go to our Facebook page, or click on Make a Referral, where you can just enter your details and then somebody will get back to you within 2 working days. And then refer you on to the most suitable project, which might not be ourselves, it could be another project within Neath Port Talbot employability, but we all do the same thing and we all ultimately want to help you to find employment and training opportunities. So that is that. I'll just close that down and I'll show you one of our other videos. Sorry, did you all see the web page there?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, great, thank you.
Hi Holly, there's no sound on the video.
The last year. I first came across Communities for Work when my partner had an interview with a colleague and my nerves were really bad, but I did want help with my future.
We made an appointment for Catherine to come in and see me again, and we did a registration process where I found out what Catherine's barriers were, how we can help her, and the first step that we thought would be best was helping her with a confidence course.
I met Karen, who instantly clicked. It was amazing, and she was on about courses with ACL, so she put me on a confidence course and I loved it, every minute of it. And I've done loads with Communities for Work since. It's been a year now since Karen and I first met in Communities for Work, and I now have had the confidence to ask to volunteer in the library, and it's done me so well. It's wonderful to work here. Even though it's volunteering, it's just that meeting people and talking and just having like different jobs to do daily just gets me out the house, makes me feel good.
A volunteer award ceremony was coming up, adult community learning, contacted us to see if we had anybody we could nominate. Instantly, I thought Catherine would be perfect for it because she's done so well. I nominated her, attended the event in Neath College back in May, and Catherine won. So we all cried that night, and she's gone from strength to strength.
Talking to Karen's like talking to a friend. She made me feel really at ease. If I hadn't met Communities for Work, I would probably still be in a dark place right now. But I wouldn't have had the confidence to speak to people. I certainly wouldn't have been volunteering in the library or done my courses. I wouldn't have had the skills. I wouldn't met Karen, so I wouldn't have had a friend. And I've been on a Learners Award, which is definitely a big thing for me. And I've also thought about counselling for the future. So I've taken on my own online courses to do that. And I just wouldn't have had the courage to do it. And it's all because Communities for Work has just helped me along the way.
The Communities for Work and Communities for Work Plus programmes gain value hours, CV writing, journey. The Communities for Work and Communities.
I'm very just over 2 years.
Help with CV writing. The mentors offer a purpose to people's journey.
My name's Mike Smith, and my wife unfortunately left me just over 2 years ago, and having been a very confident person, I suddenly turned into this nervous wreck where I lost my confidence. I became very, very anxious and very depressed. So I phoned John. I met him, well, I would say within a week. We arranged it around my therapy and stuff. And I came down and John and I sat, and basically it was just a get to know and fill out forms. And I said what I wanted to do. A couple of months, John and I would meet up on a regular basis, sit down, have a chat. And I'm glad to say John's perseverance came with a chainsaw qualification for me.
My name's John Evans. I'm an employment mentor for the Western Valleys. By the end of the week, then Mike was phoning me to say, John, brilliant, I've done it all. He told me the story about how hard it was, but he really wanted to do it. And for me, I knew the person I was speaking to on the phone and the person I originally met was two different people.
I like going out and volunteering, and one of the projects I'm on at the moment, I'm felling trees for this project, and then I do the lumbering side of it, turning them into posts so that youngsters play in the environment we create. But it's also about the older boys, the sort of like 14 onwards, they come down and they start to learn bushcraft skills. I'd like to think I'm very strong, very independent, but 2 years ago turned my world upside down. I do think I wouldn't be at the bottom of that bottle. I think my own inner strength would have done that, but I think you would be interviewing a very sad, unhappy man who wasn't coping with life. John has helped me, and John's organisation to do is not only to learn a new skill so that I can bring in a bit of money every month, it's also given me the skills to manage my life better, as in my mental disability.
Hello everybody, thank you for watching and bearing with me. I'm just waiting on Polly. I know she's in a waiting room somewhere, so I'm just going to contact her. Oh, Polly, are you there? I can see. No, okay, 1 second. I'll just find where Polly is. She's in another waiting room somewhere. Hello everyone. So Polly's having trouble getting in. She's going to have a play around, but if our next speaker is with us, hopefully we can pop Polly in from Siren Support at a different time. So do we have Neil Griffiths from Abercare Wales and Joel Jenkins, branch manager from Abercare? I don't think we have them either, sorry. Okay, so let's see who's next. Okay, Vicky, Charles, are you here? No. Okay, so I think we're going to just wait for Polly or our next guest, which will be at 12 o'clock. Hopefully Neil and Joe will be with us by 12 o'clock. So if you could just bear with us whilst we try and sort things out. Thank you. Okay, so whilst we're waiting for our next guest, I'll just show you our Facebook pages. So if you could please like and follow us on Facebook, we will keep you up to date with lots of vacancies from all different sectors, lots of information on upcoming events and opportunities. So our latest Facebook page is CFW plus NPT. We also have a different Facebook page covering each area within Neath Talbot that we cover. So we have the Neath Facebook page, Western Valleys, Sandfields Aberavon and the Avon Valleys. But we are trying to merge all pages to just have a central one. So if you could please like our new page, as I said, that would be much appreciated. I'll just show you some of our posts. Okay, so as you can see, I've shared today's event on there. We're publishing posts on vacancies all of the time. So as you can see, Runtech are recruiting industrial cleaners at the last furnace department, not specific to care work, I know. But yeah, it's definitely worth joining us on there to keep up to date with what's going on in Neath Talbot with regards to current vacancies and opportunities. Okay. Okay, I can see that we have Polly with us. So, Polly, can you hear me? Polly, can you hear me? Okay, Polly, are you there? Okay, so we're waiting on either Polly from Sound Support or Neil or Joe from Abacare. Are any of you with us currently? The joys of technology, eh? Again, I can see Polly has joined us. Polly, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Fantastic, yes, great. If you're ready to start, no problem at all. As I was saying, the joys of technology, so it's just one of those things.
I apologise.
There we are. I'll hand it over to you. Let me just see if our next guest has tried to log in. Courtney. No, okay. Polly, I'll hand it over to you now. Now you're here. Neil, we've had a bit of a delay, so would you be able to wait a little bit longer? Sorry, Neil, I couldn't hear you then. You were on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yeah, thank you.
I couldn't remember whether I was scheduled in at 12 or 12:15.
12 o'clock, but we've had a bit of a delay. So are you able to wait 10 to 15 minutes?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll listen.
Okay, there we are. Great. Thank you, Neil. Okay, Polly, there we go. I'll hand it over to you.
Fab. Can everybody see my screen?
Yep.
Fabulous. So again, I do apologise for being late, guys. I'm super sorry. So I am Polly. I'm from Seren Support Services. We are a local care provider. So just welcome. We provide community-based care services and support across Wales. So I know today we're talking about the Neath Port Talbot area, so I'll talk through that in a little bit. So what do our carers do? We have a super great team of frontline care workers. So we support people within their own homes. I like to call it the bridge. So we support people, allowing them to live and to stay within their choice of environment, promoting their independence and providing a person-centred service. We give medication, we provide personal care, we do meal preparation, so supporting somebody with breakfast, lunch and dinner. We do food shopping, we do companionship, we do sit calls. So a sit call is where you spend X amount of time with an individual. Okay, so you may spend anywhere from an hour to 6 hours to 10 hours with an individual doing activities and really promoting and spending that individual time with that person. Okay, so tasks can range differently depending on that person's need, and all needs are assessed internally and with social services. So being part of the Seren family is something that we look for. So we do go through a recruitment process, and I'll talk to Dan a little bit, but we look for people that want to share our values with us. So we look for people that want to shine and really come through a journey with us into the care sector. So what are our values? So our values are strive, engage, be responsible, have energy and to nurture. So we want to strive to be the best that we can be. We want to engage with our people. So whether that's us in the office engaging with each other, engaging with our frontline care staff and engaging with the people that we care for from a customer perspective, okay? And we all want to be responsible, we want to act responsible, we want to learn from our experiences and our mistakes. So we're all human at the end of the day, so just making sure that we act responsibly day to day. And when we want to have lots of energy, so making sure that we have a passion and for wanting to make a difference to people's lives. So whether that's, you know, coming down from management, coming down from the office staff and flowing through into the people that we look after on a day-to-day basis, finding the right people that really want to give that person-centred service and supporting people on a day-to-day basis is really key and what we're looking for in progressing into the business. And the last thing is nurturing. So we care about people and we want you to care the same way as what we do as well, okay? So our mission, our Seren's mission is to ultimately be the choice of care provider for both clients and staff. And we'll do this by dealing with people effectively and efficiently and our ways of work, okay? So we're not perfect, we're human. And I always say this to people, we try to be as transparent as possible from recruitment stage all the way through and with our clients as well, ensuring that we provide the best service we can for both individuals, okay? So we do work in all of your areas. So we cover Port Talbot, Sandfields, Carmarthen, Tybach, Baglan, and we cover Neath Town Centre, Bryn Coch, Skewin. Now I'm not very geographical, guys, so I do apologise, but we do cover the whole of Neath Port Talbot County Borough. We cover Pontardawy, Ammanford, Bryn Aman, Lower Cwmtwch, all of those areas, okay? Then we go down to Ystrad Gleneath, Banwyn, Seven Sisters, Resolven. So literally anywhere across Neath Port Talbot County Borough, okay? We do recruit drivers and non-drivers depending on where you live. So if you are a non-driver and you're looking at care, then I'll go through the details at the end, but please don't feel like we won't be able to potentially offer you a role. You might be in one of these areas where we have work for a non-driver, okay? So please do reach out to us. So what can Seren offer you? We can definitely offer you secure employment, especially that care sector is one of the a really safe role at the moment. We can offer you training, a smooth transition into the care sector, qualifications in care. So qualifications is something that's really key at the moment, guys. There's a new thing called registration with Social Care Wales. It's really important. It actually became law in April of this year that everybody that works across the care sector becomes a registered care worker, very similar to what nurses do. We'll be doing something very similar in care, or we are, and we will support you with that as well. And we can also support you with QCF level 2 and 3, and even higher into the level 4 and 5 management if that's something you're looking for as well. Okay, we look at careers in care as well, not just frontline care work. So if you are looking for careers, we can definitely open that up as well. Lots of our office staff started off as frontline care workers in a care business somewhere along the lines. Some of them for Seren, some of them for other care providers that perhaps were tupied into us, or they left us and joined us for various reasons. Okay, so there's lots of opportunities. There's HR roles, there's reviewing officer roles, there's training roles, social media roles. There's lots of different aspects that care can open you to as well. And we also offer you DBS, full support 7 days a week. So our office is fully open 7 days a week. So we're not a 9 till 5 business, Monday to Friday. We've got a local office in Port Talbot. So we've got a lovely, beautiful office that we've just moved into based in the heart of Port Talbot. And then we offer a pay rate anywhere from £8.80 to £9 an hour plus travel time and mileage. Okay. So we like to have loads of fun at Seren, and that's where the energy side comes to it. So we do staff days out, staff giveaways, staff bonus schemes, and staff incentives. So that means that on a weekly basis, our director, so Nick, will do fun giveaways. So for example, he'll say, send us in a reason why you have had a good week this week. So an in-person or a confidential reason why. So it could be that, you've had really good feedback from XYZ, or you have really enjoyed working with this particular person, and he will pick, say, 10 good reasons, and he'll give you all a £10 Amazon voucher or a £10 shopping voucher for Tesco's, etc. And we'll do fun things like that. Last month, he gave a weekend away in Bluestone for one of our carers who had really helped new staff come on board during the pandemic, just to thank her because she had really good feedback from several members of staff. So it's really nice that we can, even as a small organisation, as a family-run business, we can still reward and do fun things for the people that work for us. Okay. So just a couple of quick snapshots off our social media page. So do have a little look on Seren's Facebook page. Our external Facebook page has got loads of things like this, just to show us of who we are as a company. So this is Jessica and Jasmine. They are a mother and daughter. They work opposite shifts, but it's just to kind of show that we have families that work for us. So we've got a mother and daughter, Jessica and Jasmine, that wanted to share their story. And this is a lady who works in Brecon. So Carly is an artist who also is one of our superhero carers. We've got Jasmine again, who is also a world athlete at judo. So she was the other lady from the mother and daughter who actually joined us during coronavirus to support us because she was unable to train and obviously travel with the Olympics. So she came and joined us to help out. So this is just a snapshot of kind of who we are as a company for you to see. And also men in care. So we do have men that work for the business. So it isn't just a female-led role. There's lots of men that work in different roles within the business. We have male directors, we have male field care supervisors and male reviewing officers. So there is a large progression avenue for men to work in care too. And we do potentially have male vacancies across the Pontardawe area as well. Shifts. So shifts, we like to have a really nice work-life balance. It also provides consistency of care and work for the clients and yourselves. So let's have a little look. So we offer full-time shift patterns, okay, which promote a work-life balance. We have part-time work patterns, mornings only, evenings only, and bank workers. So bank workers, we do take on people that have want a little bit more flexibility. Okay, so there is work available if people are looking for ad hoc shifts, and especially within the Neath or the Pontardawe area. The work isn't guaranteed as it would be on one of these patterns because your hours are guaranteed. However, you will have the flexibilities. However, you would need to be set available between 7 and 2:30 and 3 and 10:30 at night. And the way that works is you would give us a call on a weekly basis and give us your availability, or we would tell you what's available and you would book your shifts in that way, okay? So we're looking for you. So if you meet our values, you're interested in a career in care, then do get in touch with us. Now, just in regards to COVID-19, as you're aware, we're still living and working during the pandemic. Just to reassure you that we've got full stock of PPE. We've never been without any PPE, and we're all working within the Welsh Government guidelines to keep you and our clients safe, okay? So we work regularly and we discuss, we do stay in contact with local other care providers. So if there was any shortages, then we can discuss that internally with other care providers. But we've been really lucky that we haven't. But just to reassure you that we do everything to protect care staff and clients in line with the Welsh Government protocols, okay? So next steps, the way that we do our process currently is we offer a first stage telephone interview for those people that potentially are able to have availability, drive if they live in an area that you need to be able to drive to work in, and then we proceed from there onwards. If you're successful, we now have a 5-day training programme at our Port Talbot office. We do some online courses, we do work-based learning to provide you with your necessary training needs, and then myself and our training team will give you continuous support over a 12-week period, and then you have office and mentor support 24/7. So you will be looked after during your first 12 weeks, and then there onwards you will have continuous support then from the rest of the office team. So my details, my name is Polly from Sarum. I'll leave my details up on the screen for a second if you want to take any bits and pieces down, but I will send this PowerPoint to Holly so she can store all the details, or she can send it out to anybody that's interested so she can, you guys can look back over it. If you've got any questions, then just drop a little message and I can respond to you directly today. But that's about everything.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us again, Polly.
No, it's fine. Sorry for talking so much.
No, that's perfect. Perfect. So I've just popped your details in the chat box. So if anybody does have any queries, they can contact you. But like you said, you're going to send me the PowerPoint. So if anybody does want to have a look at it, I'm happy to send that out to them. Just let me know in the chat box. So there we go. I will now hand you over to Neil Griffiths, Regional Manager of Abercare Wales, and possibly Joe Jenkins. Not sure if he's with us or not.
Yeah. Joe's with us. I'm just gonna, I'll see if I can share my screen. Hi, everybody.
There we are. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Holly. Just a quick thank you to Holly and Neath Talbot for inviting us on today. I'm not going to do too much talking. There's a few videos I want to show you about our company, but I'll start just by running through a bit about Abercare. So Abercare's worked in Wales for more than 10 years. Started off in North Wales out of an office up in Bangor with a contract for Gwynedd and Anglesey, and grew down through Powys. Over the last few years has become one of the largest care providers in Wales. We now deliver to 19 out of the 21 local authorities, and we deliver approximately 22,000 hours of care a week. Now that sounds a big number, and each of those is broken down generally into half an hour, hour-long visits. So I want to share a few videos just to explain a bit about what that means, because we talk a lot about numbers and the type of work that we do. Sometimes easier just to see. Bear with me. Okay. Ollie. Share tray. Right. Share tray. System audio. That one. Can I just check that you can see my screen now?
Yes, Neil, we can.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So first of all, as I said, type of work that we do, delivering care services to Wales, and I just want to run this video.
They're wonderful. They come and get Alec up in the morning and see to him, and we couldn't manage without them. It's such a great help. They get him out of bed and take him to the toilet and dress him and put him in the wheelchair. And they come back lunchtime and tea time, and then they put him to bed at night, which I could not manage without. Well, I'd recommend them because they're so caring and very kind, all of them. So very pleased with them.
So from that perspective, as I say, we are one of the largest providers in Wales. Each of those hours that we deliver broken down into the type of work that you can see there, which is delivering care to adults in their own home. Looking through the website, which you see at abacare.org.uk, I just want to run through exactly how you would go about applying to work with us. I just click on this video and I'll run through the link to the job application form straight afterwards.
Abacare is a domiciliary care provider. We provide care for people in the community who need assistance to stay at home. I myself started off as a carer years ago. I went on maternity, and when I came back, I then progressed to be one of the field supervisors. And then after a couple of years in that position, I then progressed to be one of the operations executives. So if someone was to apply for a role in Abacare, we have very flexible working hours. We can offer full or part-time, different shift patterns, and we also offer qualifications. The QCF opportunity that we provide is fully funded, so we ensure that our carers each week or at least each fortnight get to see a QCF assessor. We can provide work around most situations, if not any situation. If people come to us, they have children or they have part-time jobs elsewhere, we're really flexible with what we can offer, whether it be evenings, weekends, early mornings, even school times. So if there's anybody who has any questions about working in care or who's not sure about what the role entails, they're more than welcome to call us in branch on 01686 625 644 and we can answer any questions that you have.
That was a lady called Lauren who works for us out of our Newtown office. I'm just going to go and show you exactly where the application form is online. So we've got offices in Cardiff, Swansea, Pembrokeshire, Carmarthen, Rhondda and Taff and Powys, and the local office in the Neath Port Talbot that covers the Neath Port Talbot area is actually based in Ystrad. A lot of providers that work in Neath provide in Neath itself and in the Port Talbot area. Because of our links to Powys, our packages tend to lie in the outerlying areas of Neath Port Talbot, so we focus predominantly on Pontardawe, Astor-Lavera and the Gleneath area. So if I just go through, this is probably the simplest way to apply. The application form is online. It's quite simple. You pop your name and address in there with the postcode, contact details, email and number. Some brief details about whether you drive and own a vehicle. Obviously, being a driver and owning a vehicle opens up more scope in terms of the amount of work that we can offer and ability to travel around the area. Simply then upload any extra documents you want to, and then that can get sent straight through to our inbox. Right. Go to our contact us page as well. We can flag up exactly where the local office is. Okay, so there's Ystrad. They'll share the local phone number and the local email address at the end as well. But as I say, all the details that you would need to apply are online. And again, just quickly flick over to our Facebook page. See if we can show you an alternative way of applying. You can apply on this page directly from your phone, I believe, as well. So just click onto that page. On Facebook, it's the Abacare care agency Astra Gun Lice page. If you search for Abercare Astra Gun Lice, then that should come up as well. And there is a separate jobs section on the home page. And again, you can simply click on the button there, and that will take you through to a very similar link to the one on our website.
Where I can maintain appropriate work.
Let's see. Holly, can I just confirm that you can still hear me, because my internet was running slow?
Work-life balance. I like the fact
Yeah, I can hear you.
In the work.
Perfect.
I can also hear a video though in the background.
That's all right. I've cut that off now because I think it was one running on the Facebook page. Yeah, so that's basically it. I mean, as I say, large provider across Wales, and you can see the different offices that we've got there. But very much local delivery out of the Astra Gun Lice office, working in partnership with Neath Port Talbot and the Powys area. So we tend to do joint runs around that North Valleys area around Neath, as I say, concentrating on Pontedour, Ystyldervero and Gleneath. I don't know if there's any other questions or anything else you want to add, Joe, in terms of detail. Okay. Click. I can unshare my page. Okay, stop sharing. You may well. You should still have me back on video now. Right, just check you can still hear me. Yeah, so that was a brief run through sort of the web pages and the Facebook page. Is there any questions directly online now, or I'll pick up with Holly later?
Thank you very much for that, Neil. I've just popped in the chat box a question. Does anybody have any questions for you? Nothing's come up as of yet, but would you mind saying your contact details again, or the website address, so I can put that in the box for people too, please?
Yeah, the easiest way to find the website is just abercare.org.uk. That's ORG.
That's great.
Yeah, that's the one. And I'll type in the number just below it.
Okay.
6, 9, 8, 5, 9. So that's the number for the local office as well. And you can come through to Joe on that number.
There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, well, I'll leave it at that then. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ollie.
If anybody has any questions and they'd like to get in touch, you're welcome to contact myself, and I can forward the email over to Neil or contact them directly. So lots of great opportunities there for everybody across Wales. So brilliant.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Neil. Next up, we have Vicky Charles, Human Resources Advisor from Drive Wales.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can, yes, thank you.
Oh, hi. Right, I'm just going to try and share my screen.
Okay.
Okay. Can you see my screen with the slideshow on?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay, great. So I'll just run through the slideshow that I've got here, talking about Drive as an organisation, and then I'm happy to take any questions at the end. So I'll just start. So our organisation is called Drive, and our tagline is Your Life, Your Way, and that's very much what we live by for our supported people. It is their lives, and it is, and we try and do everything as much as possible the way they would like it to be done. Obviously, we're here today to see if you would like a career in care with us. And I just want to go through who we are. Drive is a charity, as it says here, that enables people with learning disabilities to live full and valued lives. We've actually been established since 1981. It's a bit of a funny name, Drive. It was originally established as like a little bus service to take people to appointments and take medication and things like that. And obviously over the years it's completely evolved to what we do now, and we provide a variety of support options to people with disabilities, including shared supported living, domiciliary care for people living in flats or with their families, as well as we provide respite short break services. And we've also just started up an eco project. So it used to be our horticultural project, but it's evolved now to an eco project, which is based in Pontyclun for people who maybe challenge the service that we provide. And that's a really exciting development that we've got. So we've completely evolved from driving around in 1981 to where we are now. So what we do, we ensure that we work together with the people that we support and their families to achieve several things. We hope we want to achieve community presence for our supported people, to ensure that the people we support have choice in everything that they do. We support them to improve the competence in everyday life skills, support them to ensure that they have dignity and respect in their everyday lives, and to ensure that they have full participation in activities and events. We have lots of events. We've got a gardening project, we have Halloween parties and discos, we have coffee mornings. Obviously at the moment we haven't been able to do the social aspect of events, but we've had a very, very active online presence where people have been taking part in online karaoke, online quizzes, online discos, from where they're living at the moment, all sorts of things, coffee mornings, bingo we've had. So everybody's been really participating fully and really enjoying it, and chatting with their friends and sharing things. We share photos and events and what everybody's been doing. We've had a gardening competition. So we've been really busy during lockdown just to make sure that everybody stays connected and that they still have full participation in any activities and events that they would like to do. So the areas that we work in, we employ over 750 staff, so we've grown quite a lot, as I say, since 1981. And the areas that we work in are Neath Port Talbot, so sort of Britain Ferry, Carmarthen, and we also work all through Bridgend. So I know some of our staff who live in Bridgend work in Neath Port Talbot and vice versa. As well as that, we've got RCT, Merthyr, Monmouth. Our central office is located in Nantgarw, so training will be held there once again, but we do offer a lot of online learning at the moment, which has been really successful. So love your job. Everybody that we've spoken to who works for us loves their job. We have just achieved the Silver Award in Investors in People. We also did a little exercise a few months ago to see how long people have worked for Drive, and we have a very large, I think it was something ridiculous, like 40% of people when we looked had worked for Drive for 10 years or longer. I myself have worked for Drive for 19 years now, over 19 years now, and that's not unusual. There's quite a lot of us who have got very long careers with Drive. We offer a career with Drive, so you can start your career and work your way through. So lots of our people have become support workers, and we'll support you if you want to become a team leader, and then move on from there to team manager, area manager, and directors. At least 3 of our area managers started off as support workers and have been with us. 2 of them have been with us nearly 30 years now. They've just reached their 28 years this year. So obviously we must be doing something right to retain staff that long. So I wanted to do a little bit of a day in the life of a support worker. It's an extremely varied role. No day or shift is going to be the same. It really does depend on the activities that you do in that day with the supported people. It's all tailored around the needs of the supported person. We've got both full and part-time hours available. So as you can see here, in the morning you could be helping people to start their day. Some people may just need prompting, like a wake-up call, or other people may not actually need help, extra help to get out of bed. Everybody has breakfast, and then everything begins then. So it does vary of what level of support you would give depending on the level of disability. Some people would need more intensive support throughout the day, others would need just more encouragement or just you to be there with them. And then we're always supporting people to do things for themselves as much as possible, so supporting them to cook their evening meal, or to watch television, or take part in any of our online activities, anything like that really. In the nights, you'll be supporting people to get ready for bed. We do sleep-ins and wake-in nights. Our sleep-in payments are £65.68 per shift, so it's really generous. We welcome applications from people who have not got experience working in care for our Bridgend services at the moment. We would provide you with full training, full induction into our services within the Bridgend area. We would guide you through your qualifications, and we would mentor you to get through it all. So at the moment in the Bridgend area alone, that's where we're looking for people who don't necessarily have any experience working within care. We offer, we recognise the hard work that our people put into making our organisation a success, and all of our benefits, we regularly benchmark them across our sector. So we listen to suggestions for our staff, what rewards people would be interested in. So as you can see here, we've got the professional training and qualifications, the sleep-in payments. We offer a free confidential counselling service. So that's from 2 of our team managers who are really experienced in offering counselling services, and that would be, as it says, free and confidential. And we also offer an external access to an external counsellor if that's what you would prefer as well. We've got paid travel expenses at 45p a mile to all staff who have business cover. All of our vacancies at present are driver essential, so you would need to be able to drive to be able to work for us. We've got staff rewards, including a refer a friend scheme. So if you refer a friend and they get through probation, you get a £50 voucher after that. So it's just the chance to work for an organisation, really. We value everybody that we support, as well as everybody that works for us, as you can see by the amount of time that people have spent working for us. If you meet the criteria of our person spec for our Bridgend vacancies, and I've read the job description, you will be able to apply if you haven't got any experience. And we offer an initial telephone interview just so you can have a chat with us to find out if this is, what you were looking for, and if you understand, our culture and values and what's needed. And it's the same for us, really. It works both ways. So just sort of have a chat to see, if this is the right fit for you. We also have a candidate guide linked to our jobs on our website, and that guides you through the whole process, and there's a flow chart on there as well, so it's really easy to use. So as I was saying, in Bridgend we have support workers which don't need any experience. We have vacancies, we've got various hours, so 16 to 35 hours a week. The salary is £8.91 to £9.13, and as I said, the sleep-in shifts is £65.68 per night. We would guarantee you an interview for our non-specialist services in Bridgend if you had the following values. So a commitment to and a belief of valuing all people as equal, regardless of any perceived disability. If you have the ability to drive, you need to be able to drive. A commitment to working towards a care qualification. We would guide you through this. There would be full support to give this. As people were saying earlier, you do need a qualification now to work within social care, and you need to be registered, but we would help you with all that, and we've tailored our training around that, and an ability to work flexibly. We also have specialist support worker posts in both Bridgend and Neath Port Talbot. So I'm sure you'll be interested in the Neath Port Talbot ones. And as I say, these are posts for experienced support workers. So we've got specialist services within these areas, supporting active young people with complex needs who may have behaviours that challenge. So again, we've got flexible sort of shifts available, 16 to 35 hours, and we pay an enhanced salary £9.48 to £9.74, and they're located in Bridgend and in the Neath Port Talbot area. And it's the same things apply then. We would, if you weren't already got the qualifications, or you're working towards the qualifications, then we would support you through that. You would be fully inducted into our houses with our supported people, and you'll be supported and mentored thoroughly throughout. And we offer online learning, as well as we will be starting to offer face-to-face learning again. So if you wanted to join our team, I can show you where you need to go. So you can visit our website at www.drive-wales.org.uk. We're also on Facebook, and if you search for us under Drive Wales. All our vacancies are advertised on our website, and so you can apply really easily through there. You can also contact us by telephone. We're happy to speak to you by telephone and talk you through it. And as I was saying earlier, there is a really handy candidate guide there, which makes it really easy to use. So you can have a look at that and see if it's what you want to do. There's testimonials on there of people who have worked for us, members of staff, along with our mission statement and our vision of what we would like to achieve. Okay. Okay, has anybody got any questions at all?
Hi Vicky, I can't see any questions at the moment.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.
If I have popped your details in the chat box again, so if anybody does have any, they may want to contact you directly, have a chat. But yeah, if anybody does have any questions and they want to get in touch with myself, I can forward your emails on to Vicky herself. So
thank you very much.
There we are. Thank you for taking the time to join us today and for being patient with the delays as well.
That's okay.
There we go. So next up we have Courtney Morgan, recruitment consultant for Field Bay.
Hi everyone, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you, Courtney.
It's okay. I've got sort of a PowerPoint sort of presentation to show at the end, just some pictures. But good afternoon, everyone. As Holly said, I'm Courtney and I do the recruitment for Field Bay. So Field Bay, we provide high quality services for people who have complex needs. So this could be associated with mental health, learning disabilities, challenged behaviour, dementia, or other long-term health conditions such as Huntington's. So a lot of people we work with may be regarded sort of too challenging for other sort of ordinary nursing or other social care settings. We have a lot of referrals from possibly other nursing homes, social workers, local health boards. We have a number of services, so these include nursing care, residential care, and we also do supported living. So as of this week, we've opened our 12th home. So it's been a really exciting time for us. Within the last few weeks, we've recently opened another home in my stake. So we go down from Bridgend area down to Tampa, which is near Llanelli. So altogether, we have 3 homes in the Bridgend area, a home in my stake, 3 homes in Pontardawe, a home in Ystrad, 2 in Swansea Centre, and also we then have 2 sites up in Tampa. So we're pretty much, they're all pretty, easily accessible, and a lot of them are accessible by public transport. So again, we don't require people with driving license, so we do have people that don't drive as well, which sometimes can be a barrier with sort of care positions where people require driving licenses. We also offer a range of services, so we have an in-house sort of psychiatry team, psychology team. We've got our own occupational therapists, physiotherapists, and also speech and language therapists. As well as a nursing side, we employ a number of general nurses, mental health nurses, and also learning disabilities nurses. So we can ensure that we have sort of that high care staff ratio as well. So we do aim to work on a 2-to-1 staffing ratio. So for every 2 service users, we aim to have 1 member of staff, which again is really high compared to some care homes out there as well. As I said as well, with regards to a driving licence non-essential, we don't require any experience. We do like to nurture and develop our staff and create obviously a culture with ongoing learning and development in Field Bay. So that's something we do encourage as well in completion of the QCF level 2, which is something that we do provide our staff with in after 6 months of being with us. And from myself as a learning development background, Field Bay have helped me support and develop my qualifications within the company. So it's something I got to say Field Bay are really good on them. Okay. Obviously, as I said, we want to attract obviously the best talent with regards to finding our employees, and we do like to nurture staff and progress sort of development opportunities and help encourage staff whether they'd like to progress and go on to level 2, their level 3 and beyond that, and work towards the level 5s, as well as staff who then sort of like to progress outwards. Maybe people have an interest in sort of occupational therapy or physiotherapy. And also we have a PBM team which is learning all about the challenge behaviours, so we have a team of assistants under them which progress inwards. Being large nursing homes as well, we do recruit a number of staff from care assistants, support workers, domestics, kitchen assistants, admin teams. So we do recruit a full sort of display of staff. So we do have a number of vacancies at the moment, obviously, as we are sort of expanding quickly, which is a really exciting time for us, as well as everybody who comes to work for us. A lot of staff who you may find work with us have joined us as care assistants with no qualifications, and these have also developed into home managers. A lot of care assistants come into us initially and then may go on to be wanting to do their sort of nursing qualifications after. So if you've got the drive and ambition and you want to progress, then there's something feel they can definitely help you guys with achieving your goals. We do put a number of our vacancies on our website. We're on Facebook, so we do ask that please you can follow us on our social media pages as well, where you can see our vacancies all on there, as well as Indeed, across the different sites we have. I've a little video I can share now if I can figure out how to share my screen, which I can then show you a little video from YouTube, just showing some of the sites that we have. Which also includes our new site that looks like a building site on the video, but this actually finished as of this week. Can you guys see the video okay? This is the video playing now. Okay, so this is a video of a number of our different homes. By all means, if anybody has any questions regarding any of our vacancies, you can contact myself. So my email is recruitment@fieldbay.co.uk, or I'm also available on 01792 771 850. And we're also on Facebook, so if you would anybody like to drop us a message via there with any questions, I'm responding on there to anybody as well.
Hi Courtney, Holly here. Thank you very much for that. I've popped your email address in the chat box. Could you repeat your telephone number for me, please?
Yes, sorry, it's 01792 771 850.
Fantastic, thank you. And also there is one question. Housekeeping or cleaning vacancies, do you have an sorry, could you repeat that question? It didn't come out quite right.
Yellow for Community Work Plus. Just wondering, we've had somebody query this morning if there's any housekeeping or cleaning vacancies at all in any of your homes.
Yes, we are currently recruiting for domestics. We've got some vacancies in the Bridgend area. We have one in Pontardawe and also in Tumble as well.
And in Tumble, you said?
Yes, yes.
And are the hours flexible then, would be the next question, or what are the hours?
It's either part-time or sorry, the part-time position is in Tannerald House. I believe that is a 2-day vacancy, which is 15 hours. And then in Bridgend, they're either full-time or part-time. We do ask for obviously a bit of flexibility. Obviously there is weekends required to work as well. But the domestics are quite family-friendly hours as well. They are around 8 till 4, and there's also an afternoon shift. Depends on the home, which is either 11 till 7 then, or a 12 till 8.
There we are, that's lovely. Thank you very much for that.
No problem.
Okay, thank you again, Courtney. Next up, we have Hayley Evans and Gavin Singleton, possibly Lisa Walters, Centre Manager for Shine Cymru. Are you with us? Okay, I'm looking for Hayley Evans, Gavin Singleton, or Lisa Walters from Shine Cymru. They may be with us in a couple of seconds, or well, sorry, in a couple of minutes. In the meantime, I will play you a short video from another one of our mentors. Hi everyone, can you see the video?
Yes.
Just make sure. Okay.
Hello again. I've been asked to do another video. This one on working away from home. You'll see from the other videos that I've answered questions about being a youth mentor for the Communities for Work project, about leaving school with no qualifications, and this one is something I really encourage the young people I work with to do. As I said, I'm a youth mentor, so I'm really big on getting the best.
Okay, so I've stopped sharing my screen as I can see our next guest has arrived. Gavin, can I hand it over to you? Oh, you're currently on mute, I'm sorry. There we go, I can hear you.
Okay,
so we have Hayley Evans and Gavin Singleton, Directors of Shine Cymru.
That's right, yes, yeah. So we run a disability centre in Swansea. We've been going for about 2.5 years, and we work with young adults with additional needs. And we're open Monday to Friday, and we do just a range of activities in the centre to help with social communication, independent living skills, confidence building, and things like that.
So with our recruitment process then, it's currently a kind of rolling process. So we take applications and CVs at all stages, and then we interview when we require new support workers. We have got a video showing a bit about this. We'll put that on now, and then at the end then we'll come and ask any questions. Sorry.
Hi both. I just wanted to let you know there's no sound on the video. Is there supposed to be sound?
There is background music, but it doesn't matter really.
Okay. Okay. If you do want sound, just open your share tray and click include system audio at the top left hand corner.
Can I put it on now, hold on. There was a better.
Yeah, that's perfect. I can hear it now.
Okay, so that's just a little bit about some of the activities that we cover then in the centre. We've got about 15, well, 12 to 15 support workers now at the moment, and you know, recruiting as and when we need to, and the hours then go from 16 hours up to full-time hours. There. So yeah, so that's us really.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I really enjoyed that video. Looks like such a rewarding place to work.
Yes.
So if somebody wanted to apply, do you have a website they need to go through, an email address, contact number? Sorry, I might have missed that.
Yeah. So people can email us then, management@shinecumbery.co.uk. And we can send out an application pack then for people to fill in. We've got a Facebook page that we tend to advertise. So if we've got any vacancies, we tend to advertise on our Facebook page. And obviously things like through the job centre and on Indeed as well.
And also then we have a website as well as shinecumbery.co.uk.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Does anybody have any questions? No, I can't see any questions for now. So thank you very much both for joining us.
No problem.
There we go. And if we do have any questions, I'll get back in touch with you then.
Okay,
there we are. That's great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again. Take care.
Bye.
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 Okay, so next up we have James Barrett, Personal Assistant Coordinator for Direct Payments. James, are you there?
Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you for joining us.
No worries. Let me just put my camera on. I don't have a fancy presentation with dramatic music, so I feel a bit underdressed now.
Don't worry.
1 second, I'm just trying to get the camera to work. Okay. Can you see me?
Yes, James, we can.
Yeah, it's positioned all right. Is it? I can't see very well, so.
Yeah, that's great.
Perfect. So I'm James from the Direct Payment Support Service. Apologies for the air traffic control headset. It's my computer hasn't got any speakers, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about direct payments, what it is, what the jobs are like, and what kind of vacancies we've got at the moment. So direct payment is money in lieu of a service from the local authority. So what that allows people to do is, instead of having a package of care provided by the council, they can have the monetary value of that care to pay and manage it themselves. So what most of our direct payment recipients do is employ personal assistants. Personal assistants it is a regular job, so it's just like any other job in the care sector, but it is a little bit different to some of the jobs you've been hearing about so far today. So the direct payment recipient is the employer, or it might be a family member on their behalf. So you're not employed by a company or by the local authority, you're employed by an individual. So it's a one-to-one kind of support rather than having a set number of calls or working with a group of different people. It will normally be a one-to-one arrangement. The jobs sort of vary depending on what the individual needs. So each direct payment is unique and bespoke to that individual. So it may be ranging everything up to and including your sort of traditional care, what I call traditional care, which would be your personal care, your sort of morning, evening and night calls. right the way up to socialisation, accessing appointments, shopping, independent living skills, accessing volunteering and employment opportunities, skill development. It's a real range of different tasks, as well as, of course, domestic support and things like that as well. The hours tend to be quite flexible, so a lot of the jobs are between about 3 and 14 hours a week. So they're ideal for people who are parents, for example, looking to fit things around childcare commitment. They're also great if you work part-time or full-time and are looking to get some extra hours or build up some skills for a career change. You can do a real range of different tasks. They're ideal for people looking to upskill in other areas, and some of our direct payment personal assistants have gone on to do personal training, nursing, coaching, mentoring, counselling. There's loads and loads of different opportunities. Because it is, I say, a one-to-one customer-focused role. So you're there working with one person, building up a relationship. It's a very relationship focused job. You work a lot with one individual to help them meet their needs and outcomes. So, and it can be with a range of different people as well. So my youngest client is 2 years old and the oldest is 107. We've got Paralympians. I've got a young man who's a drummer in a rock band. We've got the parents of one quite famous rugby player who they all access direct payments. So you can work with a real range of really interesting people as well. We do have some jobs which are a bit longer, so up to 25 hours, occasionally some full-time jobs and a few live-in care, but it tends to be shorter hours. In terms of experience, you don't necessarily need to have any particular experience to come into direct payments. A lot of the people I work with like to have people who don't necessarily come from a caring background. They like to work with people that they have something in common with. On our website, we write all of the job adverts individually for the recipient we're recruiting for. So no two job adverts will look the same, and we do take time to find out what people like and what their interests and hobbies are, because you might find that you'll have a look on our website and you'll see that there's a gentleman who is into fishing or woodwork, or someone who loves Disney or is looking for the opportunity to do craft and crochet and things like that. And if you have those kind of skills and those interests, you have a much better chance with those kind of jobs, because people like to work with people with similar interests who are going to be reliable, more than just having lots of care qualifications. So it's ideal for, like, say, anybody looking for some part-time work to top up their hours or build up skills to have a career change or get back into the workplace. So just trying to think, in terms of training, we do offer some training. So we will offer things like manual handling and medications training. We do also have an induction scheme, so you will be put on induction training. We also provide handbooks. We offer a range of support as well. So PAs can, personal assistants, PAs can come to us to ask questions. We also make sure that our employers are complying with the employment law, so you will be issued with a contract of employment. We do your DBS check for free. So it is just like any other regular job. In terms of being a driver, most of our jobs do require you to have a license, though you don't necessarily have to have your own vehicle. Quite a lot of our employers do have their own vehicles which you can use. However, if you do have a good knowledge of public transport and the job you apply for is a central one, then not being a driver doesn't preclude you from applying. So I would encourage you to have a look. We advertise jobs all over the county. We've currently got about 40 on the go, and that is right the way from Margam, Carmarthen, Sandfields, right the way up to Pontardawe, Glynneath, Seven Sisters, Ammanford, as well as sort of central Neath, Britton Ferry and Baglan as well. So, as well as Croeseru and Blaen Gwynfi and those sort of areas too. So it is literally all over the county. So if you do live in one of the areas which is traditionally a little bit more isolated, you might find that we have a job actually quite close to you. So it's always worth getting in touch with us, and there's always new jobs coming up as well. Recruitment for us has been a little bit slow lately because a lot of our recipients are, of course, have been shielding. That is now coming to an end, so we are starting to get the recruitment back up and running. So we are actively advertising again, although I say a lot of our PAs have worked throughout the pandemic, and we have been filling posts. When you do join up with us as well, you do get regular emails about new posts that come up and new opportunities. And we do often ask for people who can do sort of emergency cover or ad hoc and cover work and casual work as well. So it's a real variety of different things. So that's it really in a nutshell. Does anybody have any questions?
That's perfect, James. You've covered everything there. I can't see any questions at the moment. I have put your details in the chat box, www.npt.gov.uk, and then the page number.
Yeah, 7305, and the phone number is 01639 686812.
6812.
And you can email pa-registration@npt.gov.uk.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Said, you've got some great opportunities for a variety of different people.
Yeah, especially like school leavers, college leavers, and people looking to get back into work if they've been off for a little while. There's some great opportunities out there for people to do different things within care as well, or can join them with some of the other opportunities you've heard. If you need to make up some hours or want to pick up some extra skills, and then some of the smaller direct payment package hours are ideal.
Exactly. I've just taken a look at the page, and you've got a number of different vacancies all across Neath Port Talbot to suit different patterns of work then that people need around their current commitment. So it's great for that.
Yeah.
So there we go. Thank you once again for joining us.
No worries. Thank you for inviting me.
And I'm going to hand you over now to our last, but certainly not least speaker. We have Sarah Hubbard with us and Anita Tomaszewski from Me, Myself and I hope I've said that correctly. Are you with us?
Yes, we're here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your patience.
No problem.
Thank you for joining us today.
Okay, we're just putting our PowerPoint up now, Holly.
No problem.
Sorry, Holly, I'm just finding it.
Is it now?
Just looking for the PowerPoint on the screen share.
That's okay, no problem. Got plenty of time anyway. It's a bit early, so.
Where's it gone? Ah, there it is.
So stop sharing.
Hey, Holly, can you see it?
No, I think she's gone. Hello. Hi, Holly. Can you see this?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, that's great. And you can hear us as well?
Yes, yeah, I can. Thank you.
Okay, okay, fine. First of all, good afternoon. Thank you for inviting us on here today. My name is Anita. I'm the facilitator of service provision for Me, Myself and I, which is a charity based in Britain Ferry, Neath. We were formed in 2013, and our focus is on people who live with dementia, and we have friendship clubs and daybreak services where we pick people up who come here for the day and provide them with a real focused, person-centred care support. What we stand for, our ethos is basically people helping people. It's as simple as that, and that's its most simplistic form. There's some pictures there of all the different things that we do across the Neath Britain Ferry area. Although we have moved now, we're up in the Old Bryn Hyfryd School based in Giants Grave Road in Britain Ferry. We offer a care academy and different courses. It's really a route to care course, which is part of our Passport to Work programme. And we offer accredited training to help provide people skills knowledge to work in care. But we are very aware that a lot of people have not had the experience, or perhaps they've been carers for their family, or maybe they've missed out on education. As far as we're concerned, this is what we feel our course is, open to anybody who perhaps like to dip their toe in the water and see what you think, and come along and have a chat about our programme. And also, some people like to come to us first as a volunteer, just for a couple of weeks to get to know us and learn more about us so they can get a bit more confidence. We do a 4-day accredited training programme with all the basic important things, but we are very personalised and unique in our approach because we are very aware that a lot of people lack confidence, or maybe they haven't worked in social care before, or because of perhaps the COVID, they're having to change their careers and have a rethink about what they're going to do in the future. So we also include confidence building. And then if people do want to come along and work on the programme, we can help them work out what kind of route to care would they like. Would they like to be a PA, or would they like to work in a care home, or perhaps into a home care agency, because we refer people to all those different places, or to become a PA and work for us. Can match you up with a client, and also with our links and partnerships with Neath Port Talbot Council, we're actually the suitable person service, so we can offer quite a variety of opportunities. As you know, a lot of people who've come for our course are very happy to be PAs, and they continue to be PAs. And a lot of people want to go on and do their QCF and go to college. So our links with Neath Port Talbot College then will refer people, help them, support them, help them with their career path and whatever they find they'd like to do. Because sometimes you have to try before you know what you really want to do. So really, we're by your side every step of the way. You'll have a designated person to talk to you so you've got a 24-hour helpline to help you build your confidence, and talked about links to employment, and assign specific personal assistant vacancies with the council. Started off this way, and now they're permanent PAs with us, and they found that they gain their confidence through coming through the volunteer opportunity. For example, we have a lady, Wendy, and she's been quite happy. She said, this course has opened all doors for me to become a PA. Anita and Lisa's my deputy, are great teachers who are very passionate about caring and promoting the codes of practice. The volunteer work was a great way of building my confidence and getting to know the great team they have. Everyone is so welcoming, I would advise anyone who wanted to go into care work to do this course. And I'm so pleased for Wendy because I know her well. I've known her for a couple of years now, and she really enjoys her role as a PA. So thank you, Wendy, if you're listening. And of course, if you want to chat further, because there's so much information we could give you, but I don't want to overwhelm you because it's just going to be too much. Sarah can be emailed with the address there, sarah.hubbard@mminpt.co.uk, and there's our number as well. So it's Neath number and then 812-528. And if you want to speak to me on a one-to-one basis, if you email Sarah, she will send you my mobile number. And if you just want to have an informal chat, or if you want to meet up and just have a little bit of chat, even if you just got a couple more questions, please feel free to do that. Sarah and I would both warmly welcome you. And I think that's it from us at the moment. Thank you very much for having us today, Holly.
Thank you both. Lots of lovely information there about how people joining you have, well, progressed and enjoyed their time with you. So just goes to show what a great organisation you are. So, well, thank you again for joining us, and I hope people will get in touch with you to find out more. That is the end of our Careers in Care event, and I hope everybody listening has picked something up from today, has learned something new, and has been inspired to take that step towards a career in care. So if you are looking for support to get into employment or training opportunities, you want any help with applications, NPT Employability, which includes ourselves, Workways, CamNessa and some other organisations, can help you do this. We can help you apply for vacancies, complete CVs, go on training, point you in the right directions towards companies that have attended today, for example. So please get in touch. I'll just share our contact details again for you. Okay, so as you can see, you can contact us on jobsupport@npt.gov.uk, www.npt.gov.uk/CFW, 01639 860 160, or you can call, text or WhatsApp me on 07976 589 811. If you have any questions regarding today or the support that we can offer, please get in touch. You can pop your questions in the chat box or email us, call us, as I've said. We can also, we don't only help people who are unemployed, but those working part-time hours or on a 0-hour contract, for example. So yes, thank you all again for joining us, both speakers and viewers. I'd like to thank Emma Walsh, our Employer Liaison Officer, for inviting everybody today as well, and helping to organise the event. And I will leave it at that. So for once, we've actually finished on time, which is very good. So yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you to Leighton and Andrew as well for helping to man this event and let everybody in and help me out with that. And everybody involved. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll speak to you in the future. Thank you.